Good morning, happy Friday. I hope you slept well and are feeling rested. We've made it to another Friday in this reality where we are at home, many of us as parents and carers who would normally be at work, and we have children at home who in normal circumstances would be at school or at college or in education. And so we've made it to another Friday. Big achievement there because we've had to make changes, we've had to change routines, and we weren't sure how long this was going to go on for. And as I've said before, I think if we had said on day one of COVID lockdown, this is going to be 9 weeks or 10 weeks, we'd have all thought, I can't do that. But actually, one day at a time, one breath at a time, and we've got to where we are today. So that in itself needs to be marked. Doesn't mean to say it's been easy. It doesn't mean to say that we're not really hoping that maybe things start to ease a little bit. But remember, the reason we're doing this is because of a global pandemic, because of a virus that kills people, because it's a life and death matter, because people have died and continue to do so, and to be very sick. And that's not to scare ourselves, it's not to be over dramatic, it's just to state the reasons, and that helps us to know and feel confident about why we're doing what we're doing. So this week I've been talking about mental health because it's it's in the UK Mental Health Awareness Week. And I've talked quite a bit, and I do talk quite a bit. And this morning I wrote a thread on Twitter, and I thought I'm just going to finish this bit on mental health with my thread, which I'm going to read. So, we need to be aware of our mental health every day and every week. Although Mental Health Awareness Week is excellent for highlighting issues and challenging stigma, after 70 years of work done by the Mental Health Foundation, the job is not yet done. There is no mystery in wanting this for everyone as defined by the World Health Organization. Mental health is defined as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to her or his community. A hashtag like kindness is great as a reminder to be kind to others, but we need to ensure that we do more than share superficial kindness. We need to fully understand the impact of our words and actions on each person we encounter. The impact of genuine kindness on 5 people in our day-to-day circle is likely to be immeasurably greater than a kind act on social media to 500. To be kind to others and to be mentally healthy, you need to feel okay about yourself and be kind to yourself. Often, poor mental health comes from a feeling that you are worthless or unlovable. The reason that some of us feel that will vary. Maybe it's because someone hurt and did not love us as a child. Maybe it's because others are hurting us now. Maybe it's because we are picking up messages that society does not love or care about us. But one thing that can help massively is if we know why we feel unloved or unlovable, because then we can start to challenge the message of the story that our mind is telling us and rewrite it. We can start to understand that you are unlovable is the wrong story, that that you are lovable and deserve kindness is the right one. It took me a long time to rewrite my story. Some days, even now, the old story is loudest in my head. But most days, the story is healthy. If you want to be mentally healthy, you need to understand your story and what will help you to be kind to others. Tell your story. Know what makes you kind. That is mental health awareness. That is what we need every day for a mentally healthy society. Thank you and have a kind day. And I just want to finish with 3 stories that other people have written that I think are really helpful if you're a parent and wanting to share something with your child, if you're a human being, because there's one story that's for everyone, and if you're an adult, there's a story which I really love, which if you're looking for something to read around these themes might be really helpful. And they're all stories, they're all fiction, okay, but they're just things that maybe might help to open up that conversation. So the first one is one called Owl Babies, which I read practically every day to my children when they were growing up, and it's just about the love of a mother for children and what that love can do to stop children feeling anxious and worried about things. The second book is the adult one, which is called Sweet Sorrow by David Nichols, and I loved it. Beautiful book based on vaguely the story of Romeo and Juliet and a group doing a play, a production of Romeo and Juliet. Really appealed to me as a drama teacher. I just loved it. But it's just about the power of love. David Nichols, Sweet Sorrow. And then this book, which if you haven't seen it yet, you probably have, because I think everyone in the world has seen this book, and it's just so powerful for now, and I think it can be read by everybody. And the story ends, sometimes all you hear about is the hate, but there is more love in this world than you could possibly imagine. So Charlie, Maxie, and the boy, the mole, the fox and the horse. This is just such a beautiful book for families, for adults. Oh, there's my alarm. That's bizarre. I never get up at this time. I think it's the snooze function. There we go, telling me to stop. That's it. Have a great Friday. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Read books and have a lovely weekend when it comes.